Hi, this is topic 3, part 2, internal assessment for strategic management course. In this, you will learn the nature and role of marketing, finance and accounting, production, operation, management information system in formulating strategy, explain value chain analysis and its relevance in formulating strategies, and develop and use an internal factor evaluation IFE matrix. The role of marketing. Marketing is the process of defining, anticipating, creating and fulfilling customer needs and wants for products and services. The function of marketing department on customer analysis, the examination and evaluation of consumer needs, desire and wants involve administering customer service, analyzing consumer information, evaluating market positioning strategies, developing customer profiles, and determining optimal market segmentation strategies. In selling, it includes many marketing activities such as advertising, sales promotion, publicity, personal selling, sales force management, customer relation, and dealer relations. In product and service planning, includes such activities like test marketing, product and brand positioning, devising warranties, packaging, determining product options, feature styles, and quality, deleting old products, and providing for consumer services. In pricing, focus on pricing decision for stakeholders, for example, consumer, governments, supplier, distributors, and competitors. Sometimes an organization will pursue a forward integration strategy primarily to gain better control over price charged to consumer. In distribution, includes warehousing, distribution channels, distribution coverage, retail site locations, retail territories, inventory levels and location, transportation carriers, wholesaling, retailing, especially important when a firm is striving to implement a market development or forward integration strategy. In market research, it is a systematic gathering, recording and analyzing of data about problems relating to the marketing of goods and services. It helps to uncover critical strengths and weaknesses. Last but not least, cost and benefits analysis. Basically, it comprises 3 steps. First, to compute the total cost associated with decision. Second, estimated the benefits from the decision. And compare the total cost with the total benefits. The role of finance and accounting. We will look into 3 major areas. Investment decision, which is capital budgeting, finance decision, and dividend decision. Investment decision is the allocation and reallocation of capital and resources to project, product, assets, and divisions of an organization. In financing decision, it helps to determine the best capital structure for the firm and includes examining various methods by which the firm can raise capital. And in dividend decision, it concerns issues such as the percentage of earnings paid to stakeholder, the stability of dividends paid over time, and the repurchase or issuance of stock. And it helps to determine the amount of funds that are retained in a firm compared to the amount paid out to stockholders. Next, role of production and operation department. It consists of all activities that transform inputs into goods and services. The production or operation management deals with inputs transformation and outputs that vary across industry and also markets. Role of management information system. Basically, it receives raw material from both external and internal evaluation of an organization. It helps to improve the performance of an enterprise by improving the quality of managerial decisions, and it helps to collect stores, quotes, synthesizes and presents information in such a manner that it answers important operating and strategic questions. Let's look at value chain analysis, or VCA. According to Porter, the business of a firm can be best described as value chain, in which total revenues minus total cost of all activities undertaken to develop and market a product or service yields value. It refers to the process whereby a firm determines the costs associated with organizational activities, from purchasing raw materials to manufacturing products to market those products. It also aims to identify where low-cost advantages or disadvantages exist anywhere along the value chain, from raw materials to customer service activities. We will now look into internal factor evaluation, or IFE metric. This is an example of retail computer store. The process of IFE will start by identifying the strengths of the organization. You have to list the key internal factors as identified in the internal audit process conducted earlier in the organization. Once you have listed the key internal factors, next you have to assign a weight that ranges from 0.0 not important to 1.0 all important to each factor. Next, you have to assign 1 to 4 rating to each factor that indicates whether the factor represents strengths or weaknesses. After that, you have to multiply each factor's weight by its rating to determine a weighted score for each variable. You can see from the table, it reveals that the two most important factors to be successful in the retail computer store business are revenues from repair service in the store and also employee morale. And also to note that the store is doing best on average customer purchase amount and in-store technical support. The store is having major problem with its carpet, bathroom paint and checkout procedures. Note also that the metrics contain substantial quantitative data rather than vague statement. Next, on the weaknesses. Once you have compiled the list, the key internal factors from the weaknesses, so you can see that the total weighted score for the internal factor evaluation IFE for your organization. The sum weighted score for each variable to determine the total weighted score for the organization. This is the end of topic 3, part 2, and you have completed the understanding of internal appraisal. Next, we will move into topic 4 on the environmental analysis.